Perfect. So, this will be interesting. Haven't played Skaven. Yeah, in fact, actually, I've only played the other human mercenaries so far. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I played Chaos the first against Braskus. That's right. But I have to say, I'm not looking forward to having to face off against Skaven. They're one of my... against the AI, anyway, I would say that the Sisters of Sigmar are probably my least favorite to have to fight against, at least with my human mercenaries, and then probably Skaven would be the next. I haven't... Chaos can be tricky. I mean, any of them can be tricky, but Chaos I haven't found to be particularly, like, infuriating, like, say, the Sisters of Sigmar or the Skaven. The main thing with the Skaven is that I hate their high initiative. It's quite annoying to go up against.
Well,
but
you'll be happy to hear that I've got some slower heavy units peppered in. So
all right. That'll
I aim to please, my friend.
Sounds good. This will be interesting though, because I've never played I haven't played any matches against other opponents except for the league. So I've never played Skaven except for when the AI have them. And of course, as we all know, the AI sometimes does silly things.
Yes. Though I do too, to be fair.
And that is true.
I make my fair share of mistakes for sure.
That is true. Everyone, or at least in my experience, everyone, including myself especially, tends to make mistakes. It's kind of funny how, people like to think that the AI is not the greatest, but then, sometimes human error can also be a thing.
Yep.
Yeah,
I've always heard that it's easy to make an extremely difficult, like a perfect opponent. It's hard to make like a medium opponent in terms of AI building. It's easy to make a really stupid AI, and it's relatively easy to make an AI that almost never makes a mistake. It's pretty tricky to kind of hit the balance.
Yeah, definitely is. Though I do know that in a lot of games, specifically, I guess, like real-time strategy, I know that a lot of times AI, they actually cheat with specifically games that have a lot of like resource gathering elements to them, like resource collection. So in a lot of those kind of games, they kind of cheat and get little like boosts to their resource gathering that is kind of impossible. It is pretty much just them cheating. But again, that also it's a good way to increase the difficulty of the AI.
They just kind of pad the numbers.
Yeah, because particularly in strategy games, specifically, AI can be very tricky to do. Kind of like what you're saying, get a good balance, and even make very difficult without making them like unbeatable.
Yep.
As you said, so.
Yeah. Well, I'm all loaded up here.
All right, I've got rating for players on my screen.
Okay.
There we go.
I was just waiting to click in until we were prepared. So, one thing... Oh, my gosh. Holy crap. That deployment zone, though. This is new to me. Yikes. It's almost hard to see what's going on.
This map looks... Oh, okay. I was looking at I was like, this map looks tiny, and then I realized I was scrolling to the wrong side of the screen. And then...
Yeah, there's a lot of space elsewhere.
Yeah, but all of the resources are concentrated right here on the right side of the map.
Yep. All around poor little old me. So what you were saying about sometimes strategy games will pad the numbers for AI to make them sort of the easy way to make them more difficult. And they actually do that in Mordheim. The opponent gets a slight boost. Oh wow! I don't get to pick where I choose. The map picks for me.
Oh.
On this setting.
Huh. That's strange. Braskus and I had that same problem where I got to deploy, but he wasn't able to.
I think it's built into the deployment. It's the part of the Horrors of Mordheim scenario.
Okay.
So I'll take what I'm given and like it.
I guess so.
All right, he's there.
This may not...
All right.
I never quite feel satisfied with my deployment. You know, after it's done, like when you're going through, you're like, oh, this looks good, that looks good. But then as soon as I get done, I'm like, this was
damn it,
this was
Take
a terrible
backsies.
idea.
Take backsies.
Yeah, everyone's in the wrong position. All right, gonna go straight for a little weird stone here right off the back, or word stone, I suppose.
It's a good thing to do.
I so far I've barely gotten any up until this point.
It's interesting because the match I lost against Braskus, he won, but we both had 2 guys out of action. And where are you getting that from?
Oh, nowhere in particular.
Nothing. Anyway, we both lost 2 guys, and everyone recovered. Nobody got permanent damage.
Wow.
Which is in and of itself pretty impressive. So I lost the match, but I actually came out ahead with Wordstone because I had some on me when I lost the match. So I ended up like I lost, but I really kind of won.
Yeah.
Because nobody got hurt and I had more Wordstones, so
that's always nice.
Which is not your typical. Usually when you lose, you really do actually lose.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look here. I'm on a timer, so I can't take too long.
I've only seen the timer come into play once or twice out of my 3 games I've had so far.
You know, it comes in more when you delay because it picks up where you left off after you delay.
Ah, gotcha.
So that's a thing.
Yeah, never really done delay that much.
I usually don't.
Yeah, it's partly kind of some of the stuff is partly just bad habits because like another bad habit I have is I rarely ever do perception checks.
Oh, I never do. It's like my secret attack to hit every trap that ever existed.
Yeah, I've even in one of my solo war bands I actually have a guy dedicated to just triggering traps. Like if I'm like, all right, let's see if that room's clear, just run him around real quick and. He usually ends up getting a lot of debuffs by the end of it, but it's fine. It's what he's there for.
Mm-hmm. It'll be fine.
Yeah. I mean, you're in the city of the damned. You kind of signed up for this.
Right. This isn't what... Oh, wait. Yeah, wait, it was.
I didn't sign up for this.
Right. Always forget about that.
Yeah. It's always funny in movies when you have the trope in movies of the soldiers saying like I didn't sign up for this shit or something like that.
Like,
and then,
well, what did you sign up for exactly?
Well, actually, this is exactly this is kind of exactly what you signed up for, but I guess who am I to argue? I don't know. So we've each played 3 matches, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So far, what has been the length of your matches up to this point?
Mine have been, I'd say probably 45 minutes to maybe around an hour.
Mm-hmm.
It tends to, my AI matches tend to be pretty consistently something like, I don't know, 30 to 45 minutes on average. Some are like 20 minutes and I just totally steamroll them, and sometimes they're really far away or put up a good fight and it's more like 45 minutes or an hour. The story missions are always super long.
Oh yeah,
like crazy. It's like 2 episodes worth easy, like hour and a half. Even when I always do it like 500 warband rating over leveled, and it still is hard to like get it done in a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah, partly just those some of the story missions are massive. The levels, I should say, like some of the levels are massive. Particularly for the human mercenaries, the library. I don't remember the name of it, but the library one where you with all the
that's the next one I've got coming up, and I'm not looking forward to it because I hate that map. I hate it so much.
It was brutal. It took me 2 or 3 attempts to complete it. The first time was partly just because I kind of I didn't know what to expect because I'd never played it, and then the second time I was like a lot better prepared, but I don't remember. I'm trying to think. I can't remember if I failed the second time or not. I don't remember if it took me 2 or 3 tries. But on my second attempt, I know on the whatever attempt it was that I actually succeeded, and I completed the mission. I almost failed because I almost routed, but I was just barely able to get my guys out, or complete the objective rather. And I had like 2 or 3 guys who were like 1 hit away from being taken out of action that would have tipped me over to probably failing a route test. I was able to run them away.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're right there, are you? Ho ho.
I have a feeling someone has found my archers.
I've got my secret ways.
Mm-hmm.
My sneaky Skaven ways.
Exactly. I was curious about asking the length of the matches that you've had against so far in the league, probably because like my first game with Praskus was only like 30 minutes long, but it was like I said, it was particularly short. It was over real fast. And then my one against Smart Trigger, which I think is kind of like what I expect to be more of an average length, I'm just kind of guessing, was about like, I can't recall if it was like 45 minutes, I'd say it was around there. And then my game against Mook, that was particularly, like, that was a lot. I think that was like over an hour. But that was just because of the kind of the way the match went. It kind of, like, towards the end, it was kind of a bit of a stalemate. So it went on a little bit longer than what I think matches will normally go. But I'm kind of curious because they don't currently have in the game a like a spectator mode or an observer mode. I don't think. I was kind of curious because I was kind of thinking about it. I do a bit of streaming from time to time for another little game, kind of indie game, Mountain Blade Warband, and I do streams for competitive matches in it. And I think Mordheim could probably be a game that could potentially have the same kind of value to it. You know, particularly from a competitive standpoint. Because I think the matches wouldn't be super long. Like, you know, kind of based off what you've said and kind of my own experience, I definitely think that matches against human opponents will on average be around an hour, and an hour is not particularly long for a competitive match in terms of like for viewing purposes.
For sure, yeah. So I know this isn't really an ideal solution, and I only found out about it kind of recently. But Steam has a built-in streaming function that people can request to watch, and I think you can invite people. But the problem is you have to be Steam friends, and so there's some limitations. You can't just kind of put it out into the interwebs and say, "Hey guys, watch this if it's interesting to you." You know, you have to kind of have that connection beforehand. So in that regard, it's kind of not as good as something like Twitch or YouTube gaming. But I think that personally, I think that there's a lot of potential for Mordheim as a PvP type game. Right, where are we?
Which is one of the main focuses of this league, is to do a bit of experimentation with that idea.
And see what's viable and what's reasonable.
Yep. Because I definitely think it would be interesting to get kind of matches streamed with, you know, commentators, but also I think the key thing would be to have, and this would be the difficult part, is to have a and of course this would require a update by the developers, but it would, and I'm not sure how you would do it, but you would need some sort of spectator mode that allowed for like easy viewing, so that, you know, the people doing the streaming could swap and basically see from everyone's perspective, you know, kind of as, you know, like a general spectator mode or observer mode in most games are.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's like you said, it would require a bit of an overhaul. But so a little bit of my history with Mordheim. I played the tabletop probably a dozen years ago, and I always thought, I don't know if you're familiar, but it's a Games Workshop specialty title that they pulled the plug on after, I mean, whatever it was, 10 years ago or 8 years ago, they stopped support on it, which is a shame because I love that. I love the tabletop game so much. And I always thought to myself, how rad would it be if they made this into a computer game? It seems perfect. And so when I found out that that Rogue Factor was making this, I bought it on the first day of early access, and I've been playing it since then. So I think it's great, and I think that there's a lot of potential for PvP. We'll see as we get further into the league if balancing is kind of weird and doesn't really work, or if it's okay. I think it should be sort of okay, and we're kind of taking pains to keep things even. You know, we're not getting too far ahead with our matches and all that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. We'll see, but I'm hopeful.
Same here. I'm definitely fingers crossed for that, because I think it really, like as you said, I think it would, if it is viable, I think would be a lot of fun to have a competitive scene to it. But I do know, I believe Braskus, I don't remember, actually I think it was Braskus mentioned to me that you had, I believe, was it you or Mook who had actually had gotten in touch with the developers with Rogue Factory and had mentioned about the idea of kind of having a competitive PvP mode that kind of removed the shipment requests.
Yep. I have been talking with the devs. Ooh, you got black powder, buddy. Hoo boy. I have been kind of talking with the devs throughout the process of early access. And that's been really cool too. They've been super duper responsive. And it's a little bit different now that the game is released and not in early access anymore. But I have full faith in their support of the game. I think that it can survive. What are you doing, little noodly things over there? Sneaking a boot? I think it can survive even with the Wordstone shipments. I think it makes it harder, but I think it's still possible.
Yeah, and definitely so far the league hasn't been going long enough to test that. And like I said, fingers crossed. I'm hoping that it is able to, because obviously, it's always difficult once a game is fully released. Obviously, it's not impossible, but it definitely can be difficult to have kind of updates for the. I'm lagging a bit behind. There we go. Ooh, nice. Good job, whoever that archer was. Golf clap for you. Yeah, my game's stuttering a bit, so I apologize for that in the recording, because it's been being a little bit choppy. I usually haven't had this problem.
Hopefully it's not an issue for you. Keep me posted if it becomes problematic.
So far it hasn't affected the gameplay at all. It's just at certain points it kind of lagged a bit, and I'm not sure if that'll be ideal for the video. Ooh.
All right. I don't like all these archers, my friend. So I played against, I think it was Arctic. In a, I don't know if you're familiar with the Gentlemen of Mordheim group.
I have heard of them.
Okay. So they, especially in early access, they hosted a bunch of tournaments. And by a bunch, it was about one monthly. And I played up against a guy who ran, it was a rank 10, might have been rank 0, but he had all black powder, and he would do a huge black powder alpha strike, and then he would come in for the assist. With he'd switch to melee after that, and it was just devastating. I had to hug cover, because it's like, what do you do against a huge pile of black powder? Like, that was, so in early access you could have 10 guys, and he did, and they all had black powder. It was just like, everyone's in Overwatch. What do you even do?
That was a bit of, I rushed that. I meant to fire at the guy on the stairs. That's engaged with my other archer, but that was a mistake on my part, because I didn't pay close enough attention. I kind of rushed through that. So, mistake there. I mean, not too bad. I mean, I'm not going to complain. I got a hit, and a hit is a hit, but... Ooh. I saw a target pop up, but I don't know where from. Oh.
Oh, hello there.
There you are on the other side of the cart.
Don't mind me.
I can shoot your feet. I'm not sure if I'm going to, though.
I don't need my feet. That's okay.
Yeah,
I don't need them.
Just scutter along.
I know, my movement is too high, so, like, shots to the feet, that's okay. Man, you are really laying on the archers here.
Yeah, it worked well against. Well, I got lucky against Smart Trigger, but then and actually against Big Mook, even though I did lose, it still in principle it worked pretty well. Now Braskus, the game was over so quickly that I couldn't position my guys. I didn't have enough time to position my archers properly, and in this one, my archers are probably not gonna. My archers are going to have a rough time of it over here, these two guys. But I'm testing the viability of having a lot of ranged early on, because ranged early on can kind of be a little tricky, and that's why I'm using the bows right now, because they're far more accurate than the black powder early on, while everyone's still low level. So,
yep, black powder is definitely more of a late game delicacy.
Yeah, which assuming all of these guys make it through and level up enough, I'd definitely be switching to black powder. So I'm looking forward to having that.
Man, I can't believe you got that stun off on me. That was a bummer.
Yeah, that's I think that's that archer. I think it's the same guy. Has been quite. It's not good. Not good. That was really bad.
Sergeant Frazier.
No, we don't.
Here comes the rebuke.
Smack him over the head a bit.
Frazier versus Savage.
Smack him again. And then that'll be it. Come on, archers. Use your daggers.
Use thy dagger.
Unfortunately, this is not... I've mentioned this in several episodes now. I have one of my 3 archers has a mace. The other 2 only have daggers.
Huzzah, dodge fail.
Ooh. Yeah, that's not ideal. No.
I couldn't quite get you. It was close. It was real close.
I got lucky there, because at least I'm lucky because I'm on the stairs and no one else can get to me, so I don't have to worry about getting finished off this round, so I will get one more attack in. Unfortunately, the other archer is going to go down as well.
Oh, man. Bad rolls for me.
I'm okay with them.
I know.
Okay so far.
I'm getting my Skaven comeuppance here.
Ooh.
There's a good hit.
Yeah, it was a bad idea. I should not have sent Sergeant Frazier over here, but he might be able to make it okay. All right.
You've got an awful lot of range support going on here, too.
Yep. I'm going to try and bring some more to bear.
I'm a rat, not a bear.
Gonna bring some more to rat, then.
There. Oh, okay, there you go. Some more black powder to the rats.
Oh, I can't get in. That's too bad. I didn't have enough movement. I was hoping I could get over and kind of force an all alone check.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, Gift of Savagery!
Oh, no!
Well, I didn't get my attack, but I did get Gift of Savagery. That sucks. My charge was interrupted by the trap.
Yeah, that's never fun when that happens.
Traps are my arch nemesis. Oh, good.
Miss on an 80%. Come on, guys. You're not supposed to be missing that.
RNGesus is... Yes!
Oh, that was bad on my part.
Good. RNGesus has given me a brief respite here to keep it an interesting match.
Yep. I screwed up there. I accidentally clicked through too fast. That's the main thing. I tend to be a little bit fidgety sometimes, and that kind of came back to bite me there. By the way, is that a halberd or a spear?
This is. Let me tell you for sure.
So obviously it's a Skaven version of either a halberd.
It's a halberd.
Okay.
It's a halberd.
Okay. Because the Skaven spears look kind of like they have kind of more of a blade to them.
Yes,
no,
there it is.
No. Oh dear.
A new round has started.
It's still anyone's game for sure.
No! Oh, I made...
Oh, what happened? Did you click through?
I clicked through. That was bad. Well, that might cost me the game. Okay, luckily, hey, I get to retaliate.
You get the counter. You get the counter. And I missed, so watch me miss this one too.
Oh, no,
nope,
there
it
goes
is.
Down, but... Oh, that was really bad on my part. Yeah, that was me just being too quick. I cycled through too fast. Gotta step back here and take a breath to focus back in and not have more repeats of that, because that right there, that failed, that click through on him, and then the archer may end up costing me the match, but we shall see.
It's one if you're so the thing about archers is it's hard for me to get up to you, but once I'm on you,
yeah,
it can be hard to kind of switch back to melee and do that.
Definitely.
Okay, big hit, two-handers.
That's gonna be tough.
He might go down here. We'll see.
Nope. I almost accidentally clicked disengage. That would have been bad.
That would have been real bad.
Not what I wanted. This is what I wanted.
Okay. Do you have another attack?
Yes. One more.
Miss, please.
85%.
Miss, please. Oh, he's down. Okay.
Okay.
I can't really expect anything different.
Not out of it yet.
Man, look at that morale. That's beautiful.
Time to run away.
Run away, run away.
Bravely run away.
Brave Sir Robin.
Yep.
Bravely ran away. He was not afraid to die. Yeah, I've been having a blast with the... Oh, Weeping Poison. Woot. All alone fail. Good rolls. Jeez. I've been having a lot of fun with this league so far because it's so much more intense than the AI matches ever are.
Yeah, absolutely. There we go.
Even on Deadly, it's like they're beefy, but they're not that smart.
Exactly. That's definitely a big...
They still spread out, and you can chop them up pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Especially as you get more experience and just the more you play, the easy, and you become more experienced and get better at the game. It's definitely becomes a lot less challenging against the AI. Except on the story missions, I will say I've so far I haven't completed all the story missions yet for even just the human mercenaries, and I haven't played any other ones besides the humans. But I will say that the story missions, they've been thus far. I think the last one I did was actually the library. But so far, I am glad to say that they've been able to keep the story missions fairly challenging. Obviously, because the odds are very much stacked against you.
All right, I'm taking a bit of a gamble here.
No.
Where did you go? Where did you go?
Nowhere in particular. I'm like holding my breath that you don't find him. Oh no. Or at least you don't have enough. Don't get in. No.
Aha!
Oh no.
I see you now. I miss you now.
Oh. That's
I decided to just go for your archer, and then I saw you right here.
Okay. Oh, wow. That's what we call overkill. Yeah, let's see if morale can... Yeah, I think this is going to fail. This is good. This is shaping up to a very, very quick game. Probably because I definitely think... obviously, partly 2020 hindsight, but I definitely think my deployment could have... I could have done a better job with my deployment. And that definitely can make a big difference. I shouldn't have had my two archers all alone over there. I should have put either my captain or my youngblood over with them. But I always keep forgetting to do it. Well, because... Well, I guess, to be fair, I wasn't sure that you were going to be closer to that group than the other one, but...
Yep. And you know what? Your deployment is hard because you're spread around me, whereas I'm kind of all in the middle. So I don't think you have eyes on this. I gotta just say, I swiped your bow from that guy I just took down, but then I ran over to your cart and I want to steal your idol, and so I put the bow back in your cart so I could take the idol.
Well, that's very kind of you. That's very kind of you giving the bow back.
But I think I just okay. So that's the victory
right.
then. I got you down to 0 morale by stealing the idol.
Well, good game. That was lightning
Very
fast.
good game.
I think this might be in contest. This actually might have been faster than my game against Braskus.
I've got a 30-minute runtime just about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's real close to the time against Braskus. Maybe even a little bit shorter. But well, good game. That was a lot of fun.
For
I
sure.
have to say.
That was definitely fun. I didn't know where you were, so I got a light wound on my from that crit on my leader. 2 days recovery.
All right.
I will have to keep this fiasco from reaching the Baron's ears. If he finds out about
Clicking
your
through to mine. Check the.
he might decide to replace
Have a
you with
damage
I think I lifted 1 bow off of you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, permanent injuries. My henchman is dead.
Oh. Well.
We won, but at what cost?
Yeah.
Well, rats are cheap these days, huh?
as they always are.
Yes.
Ooh, that's not good. Mysterious ailment on my young blood.
Is that a minus to toughness?
Yeah, it was the warrior's base wound value is reduced by 10. That's
So I think I got I picked up some warplock pistols, which I think were on the map. I got 5 wordstone fragments and a longbow, which I think I snagged from you.
alrighty. My one archer had amnesia, so he lost some experience points. That's actually not like I'll take that over anything else. That's not too serious. Oh.
What happened?
My one archer, Thomas Plunkett, lost an arm.
Ooh.
Well, that's going to be retiring to you. That's going to be a retirement for you.
Either that or, yeah, either the retirement package or a meat shield.
Yeah, no, I think I'm probably going to just have to, I think I'm going to just have to retire him. Not good to have can't have an archer with 1 arm. Well, that's not ideal, but, and of course he's the one he leveled up too.
Oh.
Yeah, he'll definitely have to be, let go.
Your warband is getting stronger.
All right, so...
My warband just leveled up, and I got so I now have an additional henchman slot.
Okay, is that your 4th henchman?
It's my, yeah.
Okay,
my 4th.
I just got that as well. I think you get that when you hit rank 1 as a warband.
Yep. So that's pretty good. And hey, look at that. Items acquired, a longbow. I wonder how that happened. I believe someone put this longbow in our cart. It wasn't there before.
It was so weird. We just showed up and there it was.
Strangest things.